Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course, and as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about a few different topics, including Marceau's white lie during the most recent episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and will Melody's Upscale event air for the show? And Destiny's ethics will prevail, according to her therapist slash life coach. So now before we get into these topics, of course, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. Then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing the various topics surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show's Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you as one of the showstoppers. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on the upcoming soundbite is allowed for criticism. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, shout out to Diana Rose, who showed us video of the perimeter of Blaque Cigar Lounge during Homecoming 2023. The video showed lots of traffic at night, lots of activity. This is actually significant because Marceau said in the latest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville that Blaque was shut down a few hours before a homecoming event. So that was particularly disheartening to him because with a homecoming event, that means you're going to make money, perhaps even more money than usual for that night of partying, because you're going to have out-of-towners and their guests coming in specifically for homecoming. Now, I do have some questions after learning about this from Diana Rose. Has there been multiple closings at Blaque and he did not want to admit to any additional closings, such as a recent one in 2024? They started filming this current season 7 in January of this year. And homecoming, as we all know, typically occurs in the fall. So if it's true that he was shut down the day of a homecoming event, I know that homecoming can take place over quite a few days. Did Kingdom Reign actually capture the closing outside of their normal filming for the next season? If they typically start filming the next season of LAMH in the January of the following year, did they say, okay, we'll send a crew out to you guys? Although we're done filming for the season, we'll just capture it for season 7 and we'll send out a crew. I could totally see Carlos doing something like that because, in my opinion, he definitely favors the Scots. But those are questions that popped into my head when I watched Diana Rose's video. But again, shout out to her and shout out to the person who sent her the footage during a homecoming event in September 2023. And also, the lovely Melody Cherie, she posted on her Instagram stories today, event loading, Huntsville, Alabama, August the 10th, 7 to 10 p.m. It will be a formal affair. So Melody announced that she is having an upscale event in August, and she wants people to dress up in hues of pink. The event will be in Huntsville, of course. It'll be an evening event, and it is formal, so she wants everyone to look their best. And more details will be coming tomorrow. It looks like there will be a link where you can register, and it sounds very exciting. Now, I could not help but wonder, because Carlos revealed just this past Monday during his Messy Monday show with Dr. Heavenly that LAMH is still filming. He said that they are filming right now. And this event is on August 10th, which is not very far away. That's just about 2.5 weeks. So there's a very good chance that they will still be filming in 2.5 weeks. And so I wonder if the LAMH cameras will capture this event, or will they ignore it like the Mimosas with Melody event earlier this year? I know that some people do feel like perhaps Kingdom Reign did not film the Mimosas with Melody event because it was a fundraiser. But we did see other highlights during the event. It wasn't just Hill Harper there. You know, she awarded Drew Sidora for everything that she has encountered with her husband, Ralph. We know that they're still living in the house right now. He lives in the basement. I posted that on my Instagram stories this week. So Melody acknowledged everything that Juicador is going through and gave her an award. There were other women that were there as well. Claudia Jordan was a host. Queen Sheba interviewed Melody. So they could have edited the footage to not even mention that it was a political fundraiser. They could have showed all of those other personalities that I just mentioned. But in any event, I do wonder if this upcoming event in 2.5 weeks will be filmed for the show. If it is something that Melody would like to film on the show, I think that it was very smart of her for advertising it now on her Instagram stories. So now all of us fans of hers, the viewers of the show, we have been put on notice about this event. So then it'll be something that we can look forward to during the second half of season 7 of Love and Mirror Huntsville. And this will be local, so they cannot say they had trouble securing a camera crew out of state. And it is not a political fundraiser. So that will no longer be a reason as well. So I hope to see it on the show. I have a feeling that it will be very beautiful, and I love pink. So the hues of pink, that's going to be awesome. The room is going to be gorgeous. All right, so now let's get into Destiny and her life coach, Dion. I want to say something. Now, whenever the life coach Dion is on Destiny's YouTube channel, she always comes out and says, you know, she gives a disclaimer now. She says that she is a therapist operating in the role of a life coach while she's on Destiny's YouTube Live. So I don't know if in her mindset she's thinking if she says that she's operating as a life coach, then it kind of makes it okay for whatever she says that may come off a little messy or, you know, a little like, whoa, I did not expect a life coach to say that or a therapist to say that. I always find that interesting and just wanted to know what lines kind of distinct a therapist from a life coach. But she gives that disclaimer now. But during their Mental Monday show, they were recapping the latest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And obviously, you know, Destiny definitely fills Dion in on what's happening currently while they're filming. It's, of course, it's not current for us, the viewers, because we haven't seen it yet. But she tells her definitely about her day-to-day activities while they're filming, because Dion had some things to say. And it was so interesting. She talked about ethics and she talked about truth as it relates to Destiny. And so here it is. I'm going to play this soundbite and then come back with my commentary.
I want your tribe to know. So when you're watching her and you're watching this evolution, she's doing the work. And everything that you see is for real. Because she's doing the work. Yeah, what she said. She's doing the work. I mean, that's it. Let's fast forward to the good part. I wish I could, baby. But y'all gonna want to keep watching. I have to pull myself back because y'all gonna want to keep watching. I promise you they is. I promise you. My face hurt. I'm smiling hard. Good look. You got a good reason to be cheesing right now. This stuff could have broke you, girl, but because you are doing the work for real, but God, you know what I mean? And this is why you can't afford to get bitter. I want you to know, everybody here, like when I say take that grace part seriously, because if you don't, you can't get to the good part. You can't get to the part. I ain't saying nothing else. You can't get to the good part. It is very painful, Peggy. Very painful. Look, that's what I was like. That's why I don't even think I went into too much of the conversation. So I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. But keep watching. Keep watching because I think things get cleared up. Keep watching. It should good have, but you took the high road. Amen. And you and go low, but I've got to be praying out of them low moments, okay? Absolutely. And you know what? And I think just because this is what I want to say, and that's the hard thing for me to watch, is to watch people talk about your ethics. Or because I do think there are certain things that you don't play around with. You don't play around with marriages. You don't play around with that. And I know that about you. Like you like, yeah, that ain't my thing. And just because you can do a thing, don't mean you will. Absolutely. And I have watched you prioritize your values over your ego. And so when people play around, I'm just like, because you know the truth can't stand. The truth don't work in your favor. Which is another thing that's just, it's annoying. It's annoying. So thank you all. This group of people who show up here so faithfully each week. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for coming over and letting Destiny know that she's not by herself. Thank you for supporting each other. You know, I think as we hear your all's testimonies and you being just honest about like, yep, that's me.
So the therapist or life coach, I don't know which role she wants to go by. It sounds like it's life coach is what she wants to say when she's on YouTube and in the LAMH sector. So the life coach, Dion, she said something so interesting about truth. Typically, we hear that the truth shall set you free, the truth shall prevail, stand in your truth, especially for people to just come out and say, hey, this is who I am. It's like a relief. But the therapist said, see, therapist just kind of rolls off my tongue naturally. When I try to stop it and say life coach, it doesn't come out as natural. But for her life coach, she said the truth, it doesn't work for you. What does that mean? Like, it's almost like she's insinuating that Destiny has been telling fibs, telling stories about her storyline, which would be Sonny and Moses. Who says that? That's not like a normal statement that you would say. Typically, the truth relates to freedom, being free and being yourself. But she says the truth doesn't work for Destiny. And then she said that, she sees her ethics, and she said that she prioritizes her values over ego. So I'm not sure if that was some shade towards someone on the show, but that's what it was kind of giving to me. And it could be a multitude of people, whether she was trying to shade Melody or Sonny or Moses. But I thought that was interesting. You prioritize your values over your ego as if someone does not. But definitely, again, this is giving pre-produced. I don't really see Destiny having the wherewithal to like outline a show, write out an outline and produce it. I do, however, see Carlos giving Destiny some talking points to share with her life coach, Dion. I can see that. Definitely his production skills. I can see him definitely doing this. Recaps of Love and Marriage Huntsville in a live stream setting or premiering a video. That's definitely Carlos's thing. He's going to produce it, no doubt. But I just thought that was so interesting. And shout out to Reality Insights. Like when I watched this live Monday night, it really didn't speak to me except for that sound bite. So I did grab it and then I just wanted to kind of like let it marinate. And so Monday night, I talked about the Messy Monday show, and Tuesday I streamed Melody's interview on the Portia show. I thought that was wonderful. And then I said, okay, for the middle of the week, Wednesday, I'm going to talk about that soundbite. And it just so happens that I checked out Reality Insights video and she said, I think Destiny's life coach wants to be a content creator. And that cracked me up because I think so too. I think this life coach wants to either shift gears in her career or create an additional set of income, honey, because it's giving content creator, and it's giving content creator in the beef sector. It's giving she wants to go into the beef sector because she is tripping me out with these things that she is saying. So they kept saying that we just have to see, we just have to see. Now, when Destiny was recapping an episode with Asa Clubs, she did say that she was enjoying this current time of filming for the second half of season 7. Fast forward to this week's Messy Monday show, and Carlos revealed that Destiny is seeing someone and he will appear on the show. So I'm wondering, I hope she doesn't find happiness in relation to her relationship status, whether or not Destiny is seeing someone. It's giving Giselle Bryant when Giselle used to bring a new guy on the show nearly every season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. She started to slow that down after Monique Samuels outed Sherman for allegedly being at the park after dark. And then also is giving Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for always having a new man on the show, as well as Sierra. So I just kind of feel like the life coach, she just puts a weird taste in your mouth. You just think of like a life coach or a therapist as someone who's a great listener. They do not interrupt you. They do not yell, and they do not judge. They give you feedback on what you said to them, which that feedback kind of turns into like a mirror, and then you see yourself more clearly. But with this life coach presenting herself on a very large public platform where she's giving commentary on a reality TV show, it just gives like, would she really be like my kind of safe space? Would I feel safe, talking with her? But I just thought that was so interesting. But honey, she said Destiny, her ethics is top tier, baby. And the truth does not work for her. But I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video, as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Shows Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. I hope that you all had a wonderful Wednesday. Mine was good. After I logged out of work, I went for a walk at the park. And then I said, okay, I'm going to come home and, I'm going to work on content. And I'm already late watching President Biden's address to the nation. And, I know that Sonia Massey is on everyone's minds. And literally, whenever you interact with whether it's law enforcement or whenever you go to a very large public place like the mall, the grocery store, even your church, the gym, the movie theater, when you return home alive and safe, nowadays that is miraculous. That is a miracle. So we just have to continue to pray that God's divine protection, that it remains over us. And rest in peace to Miss Massey. And I give my condolences to her loved ones. And I have to believe that everything will be okay. And I will talk with you all very soon. Goodbye.